What happens when one of the Church's most well-known cardinals publicly calls for a major Vatican project to be halted? That is exactly what Cardinal Raymond Burke did after Pope Leo XIV's second extraordinary consistory of cardinals, held on June 26th and 27th. In a wide-ranging interview released on July 20th, Cardinal Burke expressed serious concerns about the ongoing process known as synodality. His message was direct. "We have to insist that this whole synodality business stop," he said. According to Burke, the issue is not a minor one. He believes it touches the very life of the Church and the salvation of souls. At the same time, the cardinal began by expressing gratitude to Pope Leo XIV. He noted that cardinals are thankful the Pope has once again gathered them together. Burke pointed out that such meetings had not taken place regularly for many years during the pontificate of Pope Francis. As a result, cardinals are now speaking more with one another and getting to know each other better. He described that as a positive development. However, Burke also raised concerns about how the meeting was organized. He explained that participants were told the gathering should follow the principles of synodality. Instead of open discussion among all the cardinals, they worked in small groups around tables with preselected questions. Each participant offered comments. But Burke felt this format prevented deeper discussion. He explained that reports presented afterward only included points on which everyone agreed. As a result, important concerns raised by individual cardinals might never reach the Pope. According to Burke, one cardinal observed that the discussions focused heavily on the present moment, but paid little attention to the Church's history. This led Burke to a larger concern. There is no definition of synodality, he said. There is no history of it in the Church. He warned that the Church must be careful not to adapt itself too much to modern ways of thinking. The Church, he emphasized, remains one, holy, Catholic, and apostolic. Burke also criticized the frequent use of the phrase paradigm shift. In his view, the Church does not operate through changing paradigms. Instead, it remains rooted in the truth it has always taught. One of Burke's strongest criticisms involved a report produced by a Synod Study Group No. 9. The report discussed doctrine, morality, and questions related to human sexuality. Burke argued that some parts of the report appeared to challenge long-standing Church teaching. He specifically criticized statements regarding the Courage Apostolate, an organization he has supported since the 1980s. According to Burke, certain claims made about courage were inaccurate and should have been carefully verified before being included in a Vatican report. He stressed that truth is based on the nature of reality and not simply on personal desires, inclinations, or individual experiences. Burke also expressed concern that some bishops and archbishops may interpret the report as a sign that Church teaching is changing. For that reason, he strongly opposed plans to distribute the study group's proposals throughout dioceses worldwide. He described that possibility as something that should not happen. Beyond synodality, Burke also spoke about other issues facing the Church. He said important topics, such as the situation involving the Society of St. Pius X, the German bishops, and the traditional Latin Mass received too little attention during the consistory. Regarding the traditional Latin Mass, Burke reaffirmed his long-standing position. He described it as an eternal good in the Church. He noted that it was celebrated for more than 15 centuries and continues to nourish many Catholics spiritually. Because of this, he said it should be allowed freely. He even suggested creating a Vatican dicastery dedicated to supporting communities attached to the ancient liturgy. Despite his concerns, Burke ended on a hopeful note. He expressed confidence that Christ continues to guide and protect his Church. Our Lord is always head of his Church, he said. And while challenges remain, Burke encouraged Catholics to remain faithful, courageous, and confident that God will continue to lead the Church forward.